Today I'm reviewing Transcrisper. First off, I think the website's very crisp. It's pretty simple, straightforward. You drop your media here, and it will transcribe it. I have some pre-downloaded things that I will select. Alright, got an MP3 here from a sort of finance person. Tells you how big the size of the thing is. You can toggle on or off speaker identification. Then you start your transcription. And there's a bunch of different phases. I love the loading bar animation. This is very cool. And it kind of cycles through a few different phases, keeping you updated about what part of the process you're on, which is awesome. I believe it's in total 4 parts, but I know in the 4th part there's some extra sections as you go through. But it does voice activity analysis, which is excellent. And now I did this off camera and timed it, and it took about 15 minutes total to parse through an 11 or about 12-minute video. So I got it over here. Here's the actual transcription while that finishes loading. And you'll get this kind of breakdown here, which will identify both the speakers and give you some clear timestamps. I'm a big fan of dark mode, so I think this is pretty solid. And I like that it keeps track. This video only has one guy talking the whole time, so there's not speaker A, speaker B, so you're not going to see a variety here. But I did like it. And you also have the ability to export it, which I thought was pretty cool. And you, in general, can install this as like a Chrome app, which is pretty cool. But overall, a pretty solid thing. It just took a while to finish the downloading process. So let's go back over here. We're still in phase 2. So one piece of feedback I would have for this is potentially activate sort of a push notification within the browser so I can go do other stuff. Or I would maybe opt for, I know it's privacy focused, but some way to maybe email me the finished transcription, because since it takes a while, I don't necessarily want to sit here with it sort of doing the process, whereas I'd much rather just send it off, circle back when it's complete, or get a notification of some kind. But overall, what it creates is pretty excellent. I'm going to test out the export feature and see kind of how it comes out. You have options for time range, which is excellent for longer videos. You can pick the format, which is excellent. I'll just do a plain text to see how it looks. Let's export it. Export the whole thing. See what that's looking like. Stop buying crypto. And I can see something like this being super useful for meeting notes, taking notes on like videos or documentaries, stuff like that for like a student. Pretty slick tool. And it's 100% free, which is pretty wonderful in my opinion. Let me open that up. And you're going to get a file that looks like this if you pick the text option. So pretty sleek. And that is my review of Transcrisper.